Hi, I'm Amarine. I'm 17 years old. I'm a rising sophomore in college on the east coast of the USA. So I'm making this video outside because it's a very nice day for the most part outside, to document my progress as I try to actualize and realize socially and physically life as a person that I feel I am. I am a male identified person. Born in a body that currently is biologically defined as female. I say that because gender, if you're familiar with genderqueer stuff at all, gender identity stuff is so many different things. So I think it's the way your brain is made up, which is biological and psychological, and it's the way that you think, and it's how you're raised. It's more of a social and psychological thing, and it's your physicality, and so currently the definition is chromosomal, and although I've never had a chromosome test done, it's also, there's certain physical traits people look for this. So anyway, that makes me genderqueer, I guess, or transgender, whatever you feel, whatever terms I'm comfortable with either. I feel like there's a continuum of gender. I've heard cloud, it was a three-dimensional thing. I like that better. But if you're on a continuum, I think most people aren't entirely masculine or feminine. Like, they're not all the way on either side. They're just not, and I'm not. I'm definitely male identified, but I'm not 100% butch or masculine, which whatever. I think it means different things to different people, but in general, I'm not all the way in the end of that, so I prefer that term, but whatever term floats your boat. So I have not, as far as sort of my background story here, I've always known that I felt like this. I've known since I can remember. As far back as I remember, felt like I was a boy. People, when I was little or in preschool, and boys line up here and girls line up here, I was told enough times that I was a girl that I would go line up in the girls' line, but I always felt wrong. I was just like, sorry, that was a wasp. I'm very allergic to wasps. So I would always line up on Attack of the Killer Wasps on whichever side. So I'd always go line up with the girls, but I'd be like, that's wrong. I feel like I'm a boy. Sorry. And that's how I felt. I remember the earliest time I confronted parents about it was in the clothes store. We were shopping. I guess it was summer because we were shopping for regular clothes, but I walked over to the boys section, and I wanted this pair of swim trunks, and that's all I wanted to wear, like, around the house for summer. My mom got really mad and didn't want me to do that. Wanted me to go in the girls section, and said it wasn't time for swimming yet, but I could go pick out a girls swimsuit, and I wouldn't do that. Like, I think I refused to get clothes that day because I just got really angry about it. But I was 4. So I always felt like this. It's always been more important maybe to be who I am than how other people see me. So I think, people don't always see all of who you are. Often they don't see all of who you are, and, a lot of times they don't even see most of who you are. So when people would say girl and lady or whatever, like, that would always really bug me, or, you're pretty, that kind of stuff. But I sort of brushed it off, put it to the side, and just didn't think about it. And it's like, well, they don't know who I am, and there are other things they don't know about me too, so whatever. But after I went through puberty and did mental growing up, I realized that I was not actually, I wasn't becoming the person I kind of, in the back of my head, always thought I would if I tried hard enough, if I, just ignored the parts of me that people said were female, physically and socially, whatever, then I would, if I just focused on who I was and doing my own thing and everything, then I would be cool and it would work out, and it hasn't. I don't know how many of you, if you are transgender, can relate to this, but the world doesn't magically work that way. I wish it did. That would be pretty awesome. Maybe one day it will. Maybe. But yeah, the world does not magically work that way. So, I spent the last, probably my whole life, coming to terms with that, especially in the last 8 months to a year or so. And I've a lot of wrestling, probably talk about that in another video. With that, I've come to the conclusion that I really do want to pursue physically and socially living life as who I feel like I am. And as far as gender goes, where that's concerned, where it's important, I feel like I'm a guy. I am a guy. I don't feel like it. I was thinking of doing like a blog or something, and this is partially just for myself to record physical, vocal, and sort of mental, emotional aspects of the transition process. I'm probably gonna end up posting it. If you're watching this, I have posted it. Just to put one more experience out there. I know there's a lot of people out there, so just to put one more thing out there. And like, I've watched a lot of videos, and that's really helped me on the YouTube community. It's really helped me to see people. Sorry, there's somebody driving on the road, kind of creeping out. Sorry. The YouTube community has really helped me a lot. Sort of get perspectives and gain confidence and see what may or may not work for me, and to just see other people's stories. It's really helped. So, but there was, I think everyone's experience is different. There were some things I didn't see reflected out there. So maybe putting my experience out there might help some other people. Still creeping. Alright, who knows? Don't creep outside people's driveways. It's a bad thing to do. Why? Why do that? I'm sure there are better things you can do in the middle of the afternoon. On a Tuesday. It's Tuesday, by the way. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, June 28th, 2011. That was really late in the video. I'm sorry. I forgot that. Oh well. So anyway, gender therapy. My basic plan is going to be to go. I'm going. Obviously, it's necessary for your letter, for tea and whatnot, but I really want to go personally, just to get some feedback from someone who has experience with things like this. I want to make sure. I feel really sure on the inside, but I want to make sure that transition is something that will really help me. More than anything, what's important to me through this is to be myself. That's what, to me, what transition is about. It's about being your truest self, which sounds really corny. I'm not really a corny, sappy person, but I think it's true. Like, in the end, that's what you have. You have, who you are, who you were, what you did. Like, that's, you die, and that's what you have. So, and religion, spirituality, if you're spiritual or religious, so you have that too. But, I guess, to me that's really important. I don't want this to be about, I want to be really, really clear that it doesn't become about me trying to do things physically or pass things that I wouldn't have normally wanted or hoped for, so I can be seen as the person who I am. Because then that's not me being me. It's a really roundabout way of going or getting to it. So I don't want that to happen, and I want someone who's experienced to make sure that I'm on the right track, and to talk with me, and to just kind of someone who's experienced with this issues to help me maybe see things that maybe I would have figured out slowly on my own, or thought of slowly on my own, but things maybe that wouldn't occur to me, and kind of speed up that process. So that's important. So that's one concern. The only other concern I think I have about the whole thing is the ramifications, that it'll have in my life and family, and to me, there's a point at which, when it's too difficult to be yourself, it really starts to affect what you can do and who you can become. But and I don't want to. I think more. It's not about not transitioning. It's about making sure that doesn't happen, because it's difficult for everyone in different ways. So, I don't want to make gender more important than it is, because I'm all for non-gender binary and people being themselves and stuff. But so I want to make sure that doesn't happen as a result of negative reactions of other people and trying to stand up for myself and that kind of stuff. Like, I don't want it to become bigger than it is, and I want to make sure that focus on being myself. So that's about it. I'll try to post something after I get back from my first gender therapy appointment on June 30th. Not right after, because I have to go see some relatives for a few days. I have to go see some relatives for a few days afterward. Like, I'm going directly from the appointment, driving 2 hours to the city, going straight to see them. Then after I get back, I'll try to record something and post an update, kind of how I feel about it, how things went, any new thoughts he brought up or I thought of, basically how it went, what's going on. So, thanks for watching this. If you have any comments or questions or anything like that, just message me, comment, whatever, let me know. I'm going to try to make kind of videos as time goes along, as anything that I feel is worth documenting that's important in this whole process, but alongside that I'm going to try to cover some topics. I know some trans channels have done things like parents, coming out to parents, or dealing with parents and family and friends, public bathroom usage, and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to kind of cover those. If there's anything in particular you want to see me cover, feel free to let me know. If you have any info, anything you want to share, feel free. I'm going to say this, I feel sad that I feel like I have to, but just to be safe, if you have gotten this far in watching the video and you are somebody who is biased or does not agree with gender identities that vary from the societal norms, or transgender people, or the LGBT community, or any of that, I don't know why you're still watching this. It was kind of a long video. It's an introduction. I tend to talk a lot in introductions, so hopefully the other ones really won't be quite as long. But I don't know why you're still watching. I'm sure you have better things to do. I know you have better things to do. But if you feel the need to comment in a hateful or judgmental or biased manner, I just won't respond. I'm all for educating people, face-to-face talks and all of that. That's great. I'm all for that. I think that's, it's a good opportunity. It's really important. Although if you're closed-minded, if you're just not gonna listen and you're gonna, go out on a limb and make a comment like that, I can't even see you. I can't talk to you. There's no point in starting a flame war, so I'm just not gonna respond. So that's that, and look forward to talking to you guys again soon. Thanks. Cheers.